2024 has brought a wild range of things to see in the night sky, but in October, there were those two big fireball meteors which streaked across Ohio. Well, Ross is back now to explain what a fireball meteor is and just how rare they are in our Spacing Out.
Meteors are just pieces of comet and asteroids that come into our atmosphere at tens of thousands of miles per hour, and the friction between the atmosphere and the meteor causes the air around it to heat up and the meteor to heat up, and it glows.
You could see a meteor on any given night. There are a few good meteor showers each year and about 24 week displays, but every once in a while the sky lights up with a fireball.
A fireball is actually just a meteor that's more spectacular than a typical meteor. Typically we see meteors sort of streak across the sky and you go, okay, there's a shooting star. A fireball is that, except it's just brighter.
They also last longer, sometimes 5 seconds or more. They can be colorful and oftentimes you see them break apart.
They will break up into tiny little pieces, and sometimes you can find them on the ground, but typically that doesn't happen. They actually break up and completely are destroyed by that friction of the atmosphere.
Seeing a fireball meteor can be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and yet astronomers say they're not really that rare.
And they're actually more common than you think. We normally, in one place, will see one once every couple of months, but they happen every few days somewhere on Earth, because the Earth is a big place, right? Most of it's covered with water, so you don't get to see those, and then half the Earth is in daylight, so you don't get to see those. So they do happen actually relatively frequently on Earth. It's just that in any given location, you don't see them very often.
But in October, we got two amazing displays. Around 11:45 p.m. on October 5th, a green streak of light shot across the sky. The fireball came in the atmosphere over Lake Erie and broke up in central Ohio. Cornell Sabu caught the fireball on his security camera. Then 2 weeks later, it happened again. This time the fireball came in over Lake Erie and it broke up near Erie, Pennsylvania. The fireball was seen for hundreds of miles away and it was visible during twilight.
Every once in a while, it will be bright enough that you will see it during the daytime. But those are much more rare because they're much bigger, and there are fewer bigger things out there than smaller things, which is actually a good thing for us, because if it were reversed, we'd have a lot more problems with dinosaur-level extinction events. So we like having lots of small things that can burn up in our atmosphere and only have a handful of big things try to come in.
I'm meteorologist Ross Sellett, and that is Spacing Out.